Excuse me, may I sit next to you? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I know I look intimidating, but I promise, I just want to sit. Thank you. Can I get your name? I like that. It suits you. And what are your pronouns? Awesome, Queen. I'm Chad. He, him. But my friends call me Gigachad. It's a little weird, I know. But friendships are like that sometimes. The weirdest things can strengthen your bonds. You know, I couldn't help but notice you seem a little down. Do you want to talk about it? Look, I get it. A stranger comes up to you and asks if you want to vent about your problems. It seems a little suspicious. But I mean you no harm. My conscience just can't ignore a person in pain. And you don't have to talk if you don't want to. Sometimes, just being close to someone is enough to help a bad mood. I just want you to know that I'm willing to listen if you need me to. Oh, of course. You have my full attention. Mm-hmm. Really? I'm so sorry, Queen. I understand why that's weighing on you so hard. I want you to tell me what you need right now. Do you just need comfort, or do you want some advice? Either way, I'll be here. Okay. In that case, I'll tell you some things I've learned in my time. First of all, it's okay to have bad days. Actually, it's more than okay. It's normal. Don't bully yourself because today didn't go right. Just take deep breaths. Celebrate the little victories when you get them, and trust that tomorrow will be better. Do you really think that I don't have bad days? Of course I do. Everyone does. Hey, sometimes life just gets hard. No, I know it's not fair, and sometimes it comes out of nowhere. But that doesn't make you a bad person. It only makes you human, like the rest of us. Hey, don't be afraid to let your feelings out. You can't just bottle them away and expect things to work out. You need to vent your emotions. If you kept a puppy in a cage and never let them out, would they feel happy? Exactly. That's why you need to let the negativity flow out of you. Well, there's lots of ways you can do that. You can have a good cry, which I do sometimes. You can let them out through exercise, which I also do a lot. Some other ways I've seen it done are hot baths, dancing, drawing your feelings, or writing them down. Different things work for different people. It's up to you to figure out what helps personally. Then what? What do you mean, then what? Then you gotta pick up your crown and keep moving forward. Listen up, Queen. All of us are running the same race called life. Unfortunately, we don't all have the same starting line. And no, it's not fair. But that's just the way it is right now. And I'm going to work hard until we live in a world where everybody starts at the same line. But until then, you can't give yourself a hard time just because you were dealt a bad hand. You got to let those emotions out. Dust yourself off and keep moving. I get it, Queen. It's hard to start moving again after you've been beaten down. But look at me. I can lift 800 pounds. Do you think I started out like this? No, of course not. I had to start with a 5-pound weight. Then I moved on to a 10-pound weight, and then 15 pounds and 20, and all the way up until eventually I became the man that I am today. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm saying that it's okay to start small. In fact, you need to start small sometimes. After a rough time, just do the things you know you can do. The bigger tasks can wait. And once you've gotten the hang of the small stuff, start doing your bigger tasks. Then keep going until you achieve the version of you that you want to be. Everyone has a different idea of their perfect selves. For some people, that means having a peak muscular physique. For others, it could be perfecting their minds, being the most intelligent or the most creative. For some people, the perfect them might just be the version of them that can help the most people. The perfect you can be man or woman, tall or short, skinny or big, black, white, brown. It doesn't matter. Think about who the perfect you is and work to achieve it. Give it your all. Come on. Don't be so hard on yourself. Of course you did your best today. Queen, our best looks different on different days. Some days, your best might be just accomplishing everything on your to-do list, and then some. Other days, your best might be merely surviving. And that's okay. Trust that you're giving it your all every day of your life, no matter what that best looks like. Because nothing ever truly stays static, especially not people. Especially not. And because I respect your intelligence, I'm going to give you a bit of a harsh truth. Nobody ever achieves their perfect self. Humans by nature are imperfect. We make mistakes. We have bad days. But you know what? Shoot for the moon anyway. Because even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Yeah, the universe is funny like that. Sometimes the things you need to be your perfect self seem so out of reach. But I'm also going to tell you this. Everything that needs to be here right now is here right now. And everything else is just waiting to be there when you need it. In other words, start with what you have currently, even if it's not perfect, even if it seems impossible. Because you will still do amazing things. And hey, maybe you'll find out that the only thing you really needed was to believe in yourself. It might sound cheesy, but it's true. If you believe in yourself and work hard, the impossible becomes possible. I also feel like I should warn you. But it's nothing scary, though, I promise. Just another thing I've learned. The key is moderation. It's great to run toward that goal you set for yourself. That perfect you. But don't be afraid to take a step back sometimes. Because if all you do is run toward your goal, you'll miss out on the little things, on the small moments that truly make life worth living. Believe me, I've made that mistake before. I used to be so focused on building my muscles that I neglected everything else in my life. But one night, I had to look in the mirror and truly think about what I was doing. And that's when I realized I needed to get out of that tunnel vision, to reconnect with my friends, call my family, eat some good food, spend time in nature, and do all of those little things that make me truly happy. Sure, maybe I had to scale back 5 pounds when I started lifting again, but that's okay. Life is fluid like that. We ebb and flow with the winds of change, and no matter what that change is, trust that you'll be prepared to handle it. All right, Queen. I think that's all the advice I have to give right now. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. Just remember what I told you today. Release those emotions, dust yourself off, and show life who's boss. You hear me? That's great to hear. I know you can do it, Queen. And judging by that sunset, it's about time you get yourself home and focus on self-care. I don't want you to be out after dark. Actually, do you mind if I walk you home? I want to make sure you get there safe. No, don't worry. I can protect myself just fine. I do appreciate the concern, though. It means a lot to me. Here, let me help you up. There you go. Up on your feet again. Like a true champion. Of course my grip is strong. I've been training it for years. Thank you for noticing. I love your outfit, by the way. The colors complement your eyes very well. Come on now. Let's get you home.